Hey guys, good morning. Hello. Yeah, good morning. Can you hear me? Hello. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
Can hear you.
session. Yeah, let us start session. Yes. Previous class. So let me close that. So day 2. Yesterday's class 8 a.m. 26. Day 2. So yesterday about Java discussed. All this. Complete Java discussed. What is Java? Java different editions. About different editions discussed. Next about frameworks discussed. Okay, what is advantage of frameworks discussed? Yes, present position of Java discussed and feature of Java and all that discussed. Okay, so this is yes. So this is what we discussed in last class. Okay. Yes. Now today topic about Java features. Let us start this topic. Yes. See, JDK 1.0 released with below features: independent of platform, portability, OOP language, scalability, and security. Okay. JDK 1.0 release with below features. First one, independent of platform, portability, OOP language, scalability, and security. Okay, let us say about all the features here. See, to understand all these features, some basics required. Some basics. Yes, before going to this topic, yes, we should discuss about some basics here. Basics like operating system, basics like operating system. Next, about interpreter and a compiler. There are some basics required. Next, about exe file and dot class file. Next, about low level languages. Next, high level languages. Low level language, high level language, like this. So these are some basics. Yes, certain basics. These are basics required. Yes, to understand Java, these basics are required. To understand all the Java features, we need these basics here. Yes, if you have these basics here, then easy to understand Java. Okay. Yes, let us start with basics here. See, I'm starting from the basics. Starting from basics. Basics. Yes, starting from basics. Who don't have the IT background also can understand these basics here. Basics. There are certain fundamentals, some unknown facts. Even guys who are having experience in software field also, they don't know about basics. Certain kind of basics they don't know. Yes, having 5 years experience, 10 years experience, that case don't know about these basics here. There are some unknown facts. There are some unknown facts here. Yes, starting from very basics. Okay, so as a software engineer, you must have every knowledge, including basics also. Not only having Java knowledge, some basics knowledge also required. Yes, Let me start from basics. Yes. See, I'm starting from very scratch. Starting from very scratch is computer aware. See, computer aware. Computer aware basically two categories. First one, hardware. Second one, software. Hardware and software. Hardware and software. Yes, computer aware basically two categories. Hardware and software. Yes, hardware. These are physical components of a computer. One second, let me have some water. Just a minute. Hardware. These are physical components of a computer. Hardware physical components like keyboard, mouse, monitor, hard disk, RAM, all the hardware components. We can touch all these parts. But that is not our parts. Our part is software. Our topic is about software. Yes, what is a software? What is a software? See, what is a software? See, in software, everything is a program. In software, see, everything is a program. Everything is a program. Everything is a program. Okay, yes, it's a collection of programs like C program, C++, Java, Python, Hadoop. All the programs are software. It's a collection of programs. All programs can software. All are programs here. It's a collection of programs. It's a collection of programs. It's a collection of programs. A software, everything is a program. It's a collection of programs. It's a collection of programs. Okay. See, software basically two categories. Software basically two categories. Two categories. Two categories. Software basically two categories. Software basically two categories. First one, system software. Second one, application software. Application software. System software and application software. System software and application software. Yes, what is system software? What is application software? Yes, what is system software? What is application? Let us see. What is system software? System software. System software. See, it interacts with hardware components. It interacts with hardware components. Interacts with hardware components. Okay. System software. It interacts with hardware components. System software. It interacts with hardware components. Hardware components. Okay. System software. It interacts with hardware components. Okay. Example ways operating system. Yes, operating system. Operating systems and device drivers. Functions category here. System software. It interacts with hardware components. System software. It interacting with hardware components. Yes, example ways operating systems and device drivers. So operating systems and device drivers. Operating systems and device drivers. See, OS can interact with hardware components. OS can interact with hardware components. Okay. Yes, application software. What is application software? See, application software. This is for the purpose of application development. Application software. Yes, for the purpose of application. For the purpose of application development. For the purpose of application development. Applications apps. So for the purpose of application development apps, see, in our daily life using many applications, right? Yes, in our daily life using many applications. Yes, you guys, can you tell me some examples? applications examples. In our daily life using many applications. Yes, some examples. Some examples of applications. What are the applications using in our applications? Applications. Yes, in your mobile you have some applications, right? Yes, in our daily life. Yes, we are using many applications. Yes, in your mobile many applications are there. Okay. Yes, WhatsApp. Yes, WhatsApp. So WhatsApp. So our daily life application is okay, WhatsApp, Facebook, yes, Flipkart, okay, right? Yes, Twitter. Okay, there are applications we are using in our daily life. Okay, Twitter. Okay. Yes, next banking applications, banking. Yes, banking apps here. Banking apps. Okay. Yes, web applications. Okay, all the web applications. They are all are web applications, internet-based applications, banking apps. Next, online trading applications, trading apps like this. Many applications. There are many applications. See, to develop this kind of application, we need some software. To develop, see, to develop this kind of applications, to develop this kind of applications, we need some software. To develop this kind of applications, we need some software. Yes, those are application softwares. Yes, to develop this kind of applications, some software is required. Those are application softwares. Application softwares. Yes, application software example. Best example Java. Java is application software. Java is application software. Next, .NET is application software. Yes, Python is application software. Next, Hadoop is application software. Okay. Yes, databases or application softwares. So these are application softwares. Okay. Yeah, let me repeat topic once again. Today topic. Yes, last class discussed about all Java history about complete Java discussed. Last class about complete Java discussed. About complete Java discussed. Today started Java features. Yes. To understand the Java features here, to understand the Java features, there are some basics required, like operating system, internet and compile, yes, interpreter and compiler, yes, exe file, dot class file, low level language, high level language. Yes, there are some basics required here. To understand Java here, some basics required. So for that reason, just started from basics here. Started from basics. Started from basics. Okay. Yes, even non-IT background guys also can understand here. Non-IT background guys also can understand here. Okay. Yes. So non-IT background guys also can understand here. Okay. Yes. Anyone can understand easily here. Okay. See, computer basically two categories: hardware, next software. Hardware and software. Okay. Hardware, these are physical components that is not necessary for us. Yes, about software. Software. In software, everything is a program. In software, everything is a program. Yes, it's a collection of programs. Software, it's a collection of programs. Okay, software basically two categories. Software basically two categories. First one system software. Next one application software. First one system software. Next one application software. System software, yes, it interacts with hardware components. System software interacting with hardware components. Examples: operating systems and device drivers. OS and device drivers comes in this category here. Of course, device driver is a part of OS only. All device drivers are part of operating system. Okay. Next, application software. Yeah, this is for the purpose of application development. For the purpose of application development. Yes, applications. There are some examples of applications. There are some examples of applications. To develop this kind of applications, we need some software. To develop this kind of applications, we need some software. Those are application softwares. Yes, application software. Best example Java. Java is a best example. Next, .NET, Python. They are examples of application software. See, in software, we are using many technologies. Many technologies. Okay, there are some languages we are using. Languages. Okay. Yes, sometimes tools we are using. sometimes packages, languages, tools and packages. Many things we are using, many things. So which is exactly application software? So which is exactly application software? See, software which is interacting with the hardware components is a system software. Here only OS can interact with hardware components. Only OS. Yes. See, OS using device drivers to interact with hardware components. See, OS with device drivers, it can interact with hardware components. OS, operating system with the device drivers. Operating system with device drivers can interact with hardware components. Only operating system can interact with hardware components. Okay, so except OS, all are application softwares. Okay, only operating system can interact with the hardware. So only OS is a yes system software except OS. See except OS. See except operating systems. All are application softwares. All are application softwares. All are application softwares. Okay, except operating systems. Except operating systems. All are application softwares. Yes, except operating systems, all are application softwares. All are application softwares. All are application softwares. Okay, so except ways, all are application softwares. That's it here. Okay, now let us say about ways. What is ways? About ways. 1 second. Yes, your class notes. See, running notes is not necessary. You guys, running notes is not necessary. Here, this is your class notes. Yes, today topic. Introduction to software. Yes, it's a collection of programs such as C, C++, Java and others here. Software basically two categories. Software basically two categories. See, today started actual class. From the basics started. So last two classes completely introductions. Introduction about course, next introduction about Java discussed. Okay, all that introductions, history discussed, nothing discussed. So today started actual topic. Today started actually started from the beginning. From the beginning started. From the beginning started. Okay. Yes, software, system software and application software. Yes, about systems of same here it's there in documents. So what we discussed. So whatever things I explained notepad here, notepad explanation. Same it's there in document here. Just to follow document. Notes not necessary. Not necessary to write notes here. It's not necessary. Just follow document here. System software. Okay, next application software. So these topics discussed. Okay, now let us see about OS. Except operating systems, all are application softwares. Except OS. Now let us see about operating systems. So what is operating system? Yes, about OS. Yes, about OS. See about OS. Operating system. So what is operating system here? Yes, here's some question for you guys. Some question. Can we run any program? Any program? Can we run any program without OS? Without OS. Can we run any program without OS? Yes, come on, guys. Can we run any program without OS? Simple question. Very simple question. Can we run any program without OS? Can we run any program without OS? Yes, can we run any program without OS? Yes, can we run any program without OS? Answer is no, we can't. OS required. If no OS, no computer. If no OS, no computer. Without OS, we can't run any program. Without OS, we can't run any program. Okay, see, except bias, except bias, except bias, except bias to run all programs voice required. Voice required. Voice required. Yes, except bias. Except bias. Except bias to run all programs voice required. Yes, what is bias? Yes, let us say about bias here. What is bias? Yes, bias stands for basic input and output system. Basic input output system. Bias stands for basic input output system. Okay. Yes, bias. Bias stands for basic input output system. Basic, yes, input output system. Okay, basic input output system here. Yes, exactly what is bias? Bias is a hardware program. BIOS is a hardware program. Yes, it's a chip level program. It's a chip level program. BIOS is a chip level program. It's a chip level program. Chip level program. See, BIOS chip. Let me show you the BIOS chip in system. BIOS chip. BIOS, that image. See the BIOS chip. See, this is BIOS chip. It's a BIOS. It's a part of motherboard. In motherboard, there is a BIOS. This is a BIOS program. In motherboard here, this is a BIOS. It's a BIOS. It's a BIOS. Now, what's the task of this BIOS? What's the task of BIOS here? See, BIOS is responsible. BIOS is responsible to boot operating system. To boot operating system. To boot operating system. To boot operating system. BIOS is responsible. Okay. So BIOS is responsible to boot operating system. So BIOS is responsible to boot operating system. Okay. Yes, what is booting? What is booting? Yes, booting. What is booting? Booting is a process. Booting is a process of loading OS from hard disk to RAM memory. Hard disk to RAM memory. See, booting is a process of loading OS from hard disk to RAM memory. Okay, booting is a process of loading OS from hard disk to RAM memory. Yes, booting is a process of loading OS from hard disk to RAM memory. Okay, yes. See, when you power on your system, when you power on your computer, first of all, power goes to BIOS. First of all, power goes to BIOS. The BIOS program starts. Yes, BIOS program starts here. That BIOS program simply it goes to hard disk. BIOS program goes to hard disk and picking OS loading into RAM memory. Okay, first BIOS program starts in your system. Yes, in computer. Yes, in computer, first BIOS starts. That BIOS loads the OS from hard disk to RAM memory. Loading OS from hard disk to RAM memory. It's a booting process. So BIOS is responsible to boot operating system. Responsible to boot operating system. So this is about BIOS. Okay. So once booting is over, once booting is done, your system is ready. Yes, here OS is ready. Yes, where this OS is running? Yes, where OS is running? RAM memory, hard disk. Where this OS is running? RAM, hard disk. Hard disk is for the storage. Okay, hard disk is not working purpose. Hard disk is for the storage. Hard disk is for the storage here. See hard disk. Yes, C drive, D drive, two partitions in the hard disk. C drive, D drive. C drive. See Windows OS, see this OS, including OS. Everything on the hard disk only. See OS on the hard disk. Windows OS in the hard disk C drive. In C drive, Windows OS is there. Okay. So all are storage on the hard disk. Yes, all are storing on the hard disk. So hard disk is a storage. Hard disk is a storage to store OS and data, files, and many things here. See storage, all the files storing on the disk here. Hard disk is storage. RAM is for working purpose. RAM is for working. Okay. So once the system started here, yes, BIOS loads OS from hard disk to RAM memory. Now currently OS is running in RAM memory. That is here. Now this OS is responsible to take any request here. This OS is responsible to take any request. Yes, let us say about OS. What is operating system? Yes, about OS. What is OS? Okay. Yes. Say about operating system. So what is OS? Yes, what is OS? Yes, what is a OS? Yes, what is OS? Yes, about OS. So what is an operating system? Let us say about OS here. Okay. Yes, about OS. See about OS. See hardware on top of hardware, operating system, operating system. See computer. In computer hardware, on top of hardware, OS will be running. On top of hardware, OS will be running. Yes, on top of OS, all are running. Like C program, or C++, or Java program, or Python scripting. Okay, or yes, maybe Hadoop program, Hadoop, or some databases, all are running on top of OS. Yeah, these are application softwares. All these are application software. All their application, yes, application softwares. All their application softwares. All their application software. Okay. Yes, all these application softwares. Yes, all these are application softwares. All these are application softwares. See, software, system software, next application software, system software, next application software. Yes, only OS interacting with system software. So OS interacting with hardware components for system software, except OS all are application softwares. See all the application software running on top of OS. Every application software has to run on top of OS. Without OS, programs will not run here. Without OS, programs will not run here. Yes, all programs running on top of OS. All these programs running on top of OS. All these programs running on top of OS. C program, C++, Java, Python, and all the programs running on top of OS. Okay, so OS just is giving platform. It's a platform. OS giving platform to run all the programs. It's giving platform. On top of it, all are running here. So what is OS? It's a platform. So what is operating system? Simple answer. Yes, it is a platform. Yes, it is a platform. Yes, OS. It's a platform. Yes, it's a platform. It's a platform. It's a platform. Yes, where we can run all the application softwares. All the application softwares. All the application software. For all the application software. Okay. So OS it's a platform. OS it's a platform. Yes, it's a platform where we can run all the application software. So OS acting like a platform. OS acting like a platform. OS acting like a platform. It's a platform. It's a platform where we can run all the application software. It's a platform where we can run all the application software. So OS acting like a platform. On top of it, all application software is running. So it's a platform. So what is OS means? Simply it's a platform. OS means it's a platform where we can run all the application softwares. Once again, see Java features. Java features first one. Java is independent of platform. Here platform is what OS. That's it. So platform is OS. Independent of platform is Java is independent of OS. Java is a independent of operating system. Java program can run on any OS. That's the meaning of independent of platform. Platform means here is a OS. OS acting like a platform. On top of it, Java program running. So Java program can run on any OS here. Independent of platform means Java program can run on any OS. Okay, Java program can run on any OS. That's okay, fine. How is Java made as independent of platform? Yes, how Java made us independent platform, that we'll discuss. Wait. How Java made us independent platform? Yes, we'll discuss next coming topic. Wait for some time. How Java made us independent platform? The topic next we'll discuss. Wait for some time. Okay. Yes. Next, one second. Yes. So OS, it's a platform where we can run all the application software. Correct? Yes. Next, not only platform here, not only platform. Suppose these programs generating output. So output of all these programs delivered to OS. Output of all these programs, C program or C++, Java, Python. This application software's output. First of all, delivered to OS. First of all, delivered to OS here, and then transfer to output device. The output of all these application software simply delivered to OS and then transfer to output device, then transfer to output device. Suppose reading from the keyboard. Yes, keyboard data goes to OS. So first of all, keyboard data goes to OS. Keyboard data goes to OS. Yes, from the OS, then goes to these programs. So between application software and hardware, there is a OS. Okay, see here, application software through the OS, it can interact with the hardware. See here, application software directly cannot interact. There is no direct interaction between application software and hardware. So between these two, OS is a layer. OS layer. So application software through the OS, it can interact with the hardware. Okay. Suppose C program or Java program, all the programs through the OS only. Through the OS communicates with the hardware components. So OS is just, it's a mediator between application software layer and hardware layer. So mediator means interface. Exactly, we can say it's interface. It's an interface. So OS, yes, it is an interface. It's an interface. It's an interface between. It's an interface between application software layer, and hardware components. Application software layer and hardware components. So what is OS means? It's a platform. OS is a platform. On top of it, all are running. Next, it's an interface. Interface between application software layer and hardware components. That's it here. Okay. Yes. Next, one more thing here. In OS, there's a library. In OS, there's a library. Yeah, that library contains input output functions. Yes, in OS there is a library. That library contains input and output functions. In OS, this library. That library contains input output functions. Okay. So OS using library to communicate between application software and hardware components. Yes, in every OS there is a library here. Every OS. Windows OS having its own library. Linux OS has its own library. Unix, Windows, Linux, Unix, okay, IBM X, Solaris. So like the different operations. These operations are having their own library to communicate between application software and hardware components. Yeah, that library is a input output functions. Library is a collection of input output functions. Input output means here C language functions. Functions means here C language functions here. See, operating systems were developed in C language. Windows in C language. Linux C language. Unix C language. Okay, Solaris in C language. So almost all the operations were developed in C language. So they are C language functions here. Almost all operations, every ways. Okay, so every ways developed in C language. So these are C language input output functions here. Okay, so every ways has its own library. To communicate between application software and hardware layer. See, next point. Yes, every ways. Yeah, this is very important point in Java prospect. That OS library. OS library is an important point in Java perspective. Every OS has its own library here, its own library, its own library. Yes, every OS has its own library. Every OS has its own library. Yes, to communicate, to communicate between application software and hardware components. To communicate between application software and hardware components. See, every OS has its own library to communicate between application software and hardware components. Okay. Next, one more point here. One more point. C program or C++, Java, Python. These programs. What happens here? These programs here, first of all, links with OS library. Of linking with OS library, then communicates with the hardware components. So these programs have to link with OS library. Otherwise, cannot communicate with hardware. Okay. So before going to run the program, yes, these programs first of all linking with OS library. Of linking communicates with the hardware components. Every program has to link with OS library before going to start. Before going to start execution. Okay. See, every program. You see, every program has to link. Every program has to link with OS library. OS library. See, every program has to link with OS library. Every program has to link with OS library. Has to link with OS library. Yes, before going to run. Okay, so every program has to link with OS library before going to run here. So every program has to link with OS library before going to run. Before, yes, every program has to link here. Yes, maybe C program or C++, Java. So these programs have to link with OS library. These programs have to link with OS library before going to run it here. Otherwise cannot. Yes, it has to link. That link may be statically linking or dynamically linking. Suppose C and C++ statically linking. Statically. Java and Python is dynamically linking. The topic next we'll discuss. Statically linking and dynamically linking. Statically, dynamically. The topic is next. Wait for some time. I'll explain here. So this is about OS. Enough. Okay, see, I'm repeating topic about OS. Okay, repeating topic about OS. See, can we run any program without OS? No, here. No OS, no system here. No OS, no computer. See, except BIOS. To run all programs OS requires. Except BIOS to run all programs OS requires. See, BIOS, basic input output system. So BIOS is a hardware program. It's a hardware. It's a chip level program. Yes, it's a chip level program. So BIOS is responsible to boot operating system. BIOS is responsible to boot OS here. So what is booting? Booting is a process of loading OS from hard disk to RAM memory. Loading OS from hard disk to RAM. Loading OS from hard disk to RAM memory. That's it here. So what is operating system? So once booting is done, your system is ready. Yes, that OS is running. Where this OS is running? In RAM memory. This OS is running RAM memory. Now what is OS? So what is operating system? Series. Hardware layer. On top of hardware, this OS. On top of OS, all the application software is running here. Yes, hardware layer. On top of it, OS. On top of OS, all the application software running here. So what is OS? See, it's a platform. Yes, OS giving platform to run all the application software. It's giving platform. Yes, it's a platform where we can run all the application softwares. Not only platform, it's interface. Acting like interface. It's an interface. It's an interface between application software and hardware components. Interface means mediator. Interface just like a mediator. It's a mediator. Okay, it's an interface between application software and hardware components. Next, every OS has its own library to communicate between application software layer and hardware components. So OS internally using library. See, OS internally using library. That library gets input output functions to perform IO operations with hardware components. Yes, input output functions to perform input output operations with hardware components here. So OS, yes, with the help of library. So OS with library, it can communicate between application software and hardware components. So OS using library to communicate between application software and hardware components. Okay. Next, one more thing here. These are all the programs. First of all, links with OS library, then starts. Okay. So every program, yes, every program has to link with OS library before going to run. Just remember the fourth point. Yes, fourth point is very important in Java perspective. Okay, every program has to link with OS library before going to run here. So that's all about OS. Enough. Okay. Yes, same topic. It's in document here. Document prepared notes. Asked is clearly notes prepared here. Just you can go through this document here. Yes, go through this document here. Go through this document here. Okay. Yes. So running notes is not necessary. Running notes is not just you can follow document. Just you can follow the document. So this is about OS. Okay. Yes. Now see software. Here this system software and application software. System software and application software. System software, next application software. Okay. Yes. What is Java? System software, application software. There are two things, right? What is Java? Java comes under what? Java is what? It's application software, right? Java is application software. Java is application software. Java is a application software. Now let us move to application software. Yes, what is application software? See, application software, again two categories: front-end software and back-end software. Front-end and back-end. This is a front-end, back-end. So what is front-end? What is back-end here? Front-end. See, yes, this form is a front-end, right? It's a front-end. This is front-end. This form is front-end. One second. Hello. Tell me. One second. Yeah. One second. The call back just class లో ఉన్నాను యాక్చువల్గా. I'm taking some class. Okay. Yes, see here. So this is form. Here there is a registration form. Just it's a registration form here. In this form, first name, last name, email address, and phone number. Right? It's a registration form. So this is form. Okay. So in this form, just we are filling details and submitting. Okay. This form just we are filling and submitting. So once submitted, what happens here? So whatever data we have filled, whatever the data we have filled here, the data goes to some locations. So this form taking your data, and storing at some location. This form taking your data and storing at some location. Yeah, that is called as backend. So this form taking your data, storing at some location, that is called as backend. So backend is a storage. Backend is to store the data. Backend is to store the data. Backend is to store the data here. Okay. Yes, backend is a data storage. Backend is a data storage. Backend is a data storage. Yes, to store data, to store and maintain data. Backend is to store and maintain data here. Maintain data. Example: databases, files, and HDFS. Databases like Oracle database, MySQL database, these things. Files like Windows files, Linux files, like that here. Okay. Next, HDFS means Hadoop distributed file system. HDFS means Hadoop distributed file system to store big data storage. So this is storage. Backend is storage where all the data storing. Backend is a data storage. Okay. Front end. This is front end. So front end interact with users and taking data from users. It's a front end. It's a front end. So front end collecting data. So this front end, this front end collecting data from users. This one collecting data. This one collecting data from users. Collecting data from users. Okay, and storing backend. So this is kind of front end. Front end collects data from users. Front end interact with users. Front end interact with users and storing to backend here. Okay, so front end, see this front end. So these are to interact with end users. It collects data from end users, stores in backend. So front end, these are to interact with end users. These are to interact with end users. It collects data from end user, stores in the backend here, stores in the backend. So this is front end. Okay, so it's a front end interacting with users. Front end interact with users and collecting data from users. It's a front end. Backend is to store the data. Backend is to store the data. Okay, so about front end and backend. Okay, so what is Java? Is it front end or backend? Here, see Java. See behind of this form, this is a Java program. Yes, it's JSP developed in JSP, Java Server Pages. JSP. The JSP is a combination of HTML, Java, and JavaScript. JSP is a combination of the JSP page is a combination of Java, JavaScript, and HTML and CSS also. That's a JSP page. It's a combination of all this. So behind of this JSP form, which is JSP form here. Behind of JSP form, Java program taking this data. Java program is taking this. That means Java program taking data from us. So Java program taking data from users. So Java program taking data from users. That means a front end. That comes on simply front end here. It's a front end. It's a front. So Java is a front end. So Java is a front end. Now let us move to front end. Yes, in front end, again two categories like language and package. In front end, language and package. There are some language and package here. So here, what is package? What is language here? See package. Package is a ready-made one. Package is ready-made one, ready to use. Package is ready-made one, ready to use here. For example, MS Office is a package. No coding. Coding not necessary. Okay, using MS Office simply can prepare documents. Next, ERP packages like SAP, Oracle ERP. The predefined package here. Ready-made one, no coding, nothing here. Direct to finish. Next, tally accounting. These are the packages. These packages can be used directly here. No coding, no programming. Here, no coding and no programming. Directly using ready-made one, ready to use. Ready-made one, ready to use. Yes, languages. Yes, we should write coding. In languages, we should write the coding here. Yes, all this programmer has write the coding here. Yes, what's the language? Now let us move to language. Okay, so here language. Java is a language, right? Java is a language. Java is a language. Now let us move to language here. See, 1 second. Yes, try to observe which how I am introducing to Java. The way of introducing it to Java. Way of introducing. Way of introducing. See, started with computer aware. Started with computer aware. Computer aware. In computer aware, hardware, software. So we are the software engineers. So start with software. Okay, software two categories: system software, application software. Okay, yes, Java is a application software. Java is application software. So move to application software. Application software. Yes, in application software, this is a front end and back end. Java is a front end. Then move to front end. In front end, there are language and package. There are language and package here. Language and package. Java is a language. Java is language. Now moving to languages. Java is a language. Java is a language. Java is a language. Java is a language. So moving to language. Now let us start language here. What is a language? Yes, what is a language? Yes, languages. What is a language? See, language is a media of communication, right? Language is a media of communication between two things. Media of communication. See, we are speaking many languages like English, Hindi, next Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, Gujarati, Marathi, Urdu, like this different languages. Why? Communication purpose. Communication, just the communication. Now some to software, come to software, software languages. Software languages. So what are these software languages? See, in software, see, computer understanding some language, computer understanding language. Yes, computer. Yes, computer understandable. Computer understandable language. Computer understandable language. Computer understandable language. Yes, computer understandable language. Okay. Next, second one. Yes. Yes, computer understanding some language. Next, we are understanding some other language. See, our language in software. What is our language? Suppose C program. Yes, we can understand C program very easily. C program. Yes, looking like English types. Yes, this is our language, user understandable language. C program. Okay, looking like English language. Okay. Yes. Yes. Looking like English language. It's looking like English language. It's looking like English language. Okay. Looking like English language. Yes. Suppose Java program. Yes. Any doubts? Pavan Kumar. Suppose Java program. Yeah, this also like English language. This also like English language. Okay. So they are like English language. So these are user understandable. They're user understandable. Okay, user understandable. See, languages, software languages. Yes, computer understandable language. Next, another one, user understandable language. User. Next one, user understandable language. Yes, Pavan Kumar. Tell me any doubts? Yes, I'm taking some water just a minute.
No, for fun, just
Okay, just I'm taking some water. Just a minute. Yes, software. Here they say computer understandable language and next user understandable language. Yes, what is computer understandable language? Anyone idea? Yes, what is a computer understandable language? See, Java is a language. So that's the reason explaining about languages. Yes, computer understands binary code. Okay, fine, good. It's a binary code. No doubt it's a binary code. See, computer understandable language. This one depends depends on generation of computers. Depends on generation of computers. Depends on generation of computers. Here's some question for you guys. Some question. How many generation of computers? How many generation of computers? Anyone idea? How many generation of computers? How many generation of computers? Anyone idea about it? Yes, Amit, good, good. Next, anyone? Any other answer? How many generation of computers? Yes. See, there are 5 generations. There are 5 generations. There are 5 generations. There are 5 generations. First generation, first generation, first generation is a yes vacuum tubes based computer. Vacuum tubes. First one vacuum tubes. Second generation transistor based. Transistor based. Okay. third generation, IC based, IC based, IC based, IC based, IC means integrated circuits. It's the electronic subject. It's electronic subject. IC based. Next, fourth generation, processor based. Now we are using fourth generation computer. Present generation. Yes, we are at fourth generation. Yes, we are using fourth generation computer. It's a processor based. It's a present generation processor based. Next, what is fifth generation here? Fifth generation, it's a feature. Yes, anyone can you guess it? What is next coming computer here? What is fifth generation computer? So next generation. Yes, Amit, good. A based. Yes, it's a based computers. Okay, it's a feature. This is feature. It's a feature. Yes, it's a feature. It's a feature. Okay. Now present generation processor based. Present generation processor based. Yes, a processor based computer. Processor based computer. Understandable language. Understandable language is a binary code. It's a binary code. It's a no present generation is binary code. It's a binary code. Yes, processor based computer understandable language is a binary code. It's a binary code. It's a binary code. See, binary code means like a zero ones form. Binary code is like a zero ones format. Binary code. Yes, now this is present generation computer. This is present generation computer. Okay, so A means artificial intelligence. A means artificial intelligence. A means artificial intelligence. It's a feature computer. See, what is A based? See, A based computer understandable language. A based computer understandable language. Yes, AI based. AI based. AI means artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. AI based computer understandable language is English. Yes, it can understand our English. English. Okay, English. It can understand English very clearly. English. Okay. Suppose. Yes, AI based computer. Suppose your home. Yes, automated with AI based computer. Your home automated with AI based computer. Yes, everything you can control by sitting at one place. Okay, door open, door close. Okay, power on, power off. Yes, if say some keyword that will be working or open door, open some X door or some Y door. Okay, open, yes, switch off and switch on, power off, power on. Some washing machine on, off. Okay, like something like this. Okay, automized home here, automized home. Okay, see, not only sitting at home here, yet that home can be integrated with your mobile. You can link with mobile. From the mobile, you can operate your home. By sitting some other location, you can operate your complete home here, your home activities. You can operate by sitting somewhere. Okay. Yes, you can see in mobile what is happening in your home. You can see in your mobile what is happening in your home. That is automation, automated home care. Suppose automated car here. Okay, car starts and stop. Yes, door open and close. Automation here. Yes, next one more thing, you can control your car from any location here. Suppose your car given to somebody. Suppose some driver taken car. What is he doing here? Yes, you can monitor that. You can monitor where car going here. What is he doing in car here? So everything can monitor. That is AI. Yes, it can understand it. It can understand our English. Every activity can automate. In our life, all the activities we can automate. That is AI. Yes, very advanced technology. Okay. Yes, by 2025, starting AI based. By 2025, chance of starting AI based. Okay. Yes, to reach the world, maybe 2030. By 2030, yes, that AI based computer reaching to the entire world. Okay, 2035. Yes, complete world with AI based only. So still next 15 years, in the next 15 years, expecting for AI based computers, fully automated world, next 15 years, that is will be happening. Okay, that is AI based. So AI based computer can understand English language. Okay, understand language English. It can understand English here. Now presently we are using processor based computers. Processor based computer. Yes, it's a binary code. It's a binary code. Yeah, this language is called as low level language. This language called as low level language. Yes, English is a high level language. English is our high level language. Our language, high level language. Okay, see, software languages are two categories. See, software languages are two categories. Here. Two categories. First one, low level language. Low level languages. Second one, high level languages. High level language. Low level and high level languages. Low level and high level language. So what is low level language? Yes, what is low level language? Low level language. Yes, it is a system understandable. It's a system understandable. It's a system understandable language. It's a system understandable language. Low level language. Yes, it is a system understandable language. System means what? System means processor. System means processor. Yes, processor like 8085 and 8086. 8085, 8086. Okay, system means processor. Yes, 8085, 8086. It's a processor understandable language. It's a processor understandable language. Okay, yes, it is in the form of binary code. 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 So binary code is like this. Binary code. Yes, binary code means like zeros ones. It's a binary code. Okay. Low level languages. Yes, it's a system understandable language. System means processor, microprocessor. System processor, microprocessor like 8085, 8086. Old one 8085, new one 8086. Before 90s 8085. After 90s 8086. Before 90s this is. After 90s from 90s we are using 8086. Okay. Yes, it is in the form of binary code. Binary code looks like this. Binary code looks like this. Yeah, it is called as machine language. Yes, it is called as machine language. 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 Okay, that low level language, binary code called as machine language. It is called as machine language. It is called as machine language. Next, high level language. High level language. So what is high level language? Yes, it's a user understandable. It is a user understandable. It's a user understandable. It's a user understandable language. Okay, it's a user understandable language. It's a user understandable language. High level language. It's a user understandable language. Yes, it's like English language. It is like a yes, yeah, right. Yes, Faisal, right? Yes, you are right. Yes, it's like English language. It's like English language. It's like English language. It looks like English language. Yes, example. Yes, Java. Java is a high level language. Java is a high level language. Java is a high level language. Next C and C++ is a high level language. Okay. Next Python is a high level language. So HTML is a high level language. They're all the high level languages. Okay. Scala, like this many languages. Scala. Okay. .NET, C#. Yes, all the high level languages. They are high level languages. They are high level languages. So these are high level languages. Yes, some question for you guys. Some question. One more question for you guys. Question. Which is first generated high level language? Which is first generated high level language? Which is first generated high level language? Yes, which is first generated high level language? Which is first generated high level language? Anyone? Wish. Which is first generated high level language? Yeah, C language. Good. C language. C language is a first generated C language. C language is a first generated high level language. C language. C language. Okay, C language. C before C language don't have any high level language. Okay, C language. C language is a first generated high level language. Yes, high level language. High level language. Yes, developed by whom? Who has developed? Who has developed? Who has developed C language? Anyone idea? C language is a first generated high level language developed by developed by whom? Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie. By Dennis Ritchie. By Dennis Ritchie. Yes. At AT&T Bell Labs, USA, Bell Labs, USA in the year 1972. Okay, so C language is a first generated high level language, right? So Java comes under high level languages. Java is a high level language. So this is today's introduction. Okay, yes. Yes, let us review today's introduction. Today's introduction. Start with software. Software is a collection of programs. Software basically two categories. System software, next application software. System software. It interacts with hardware components. Example OS and device drivers. Yes, application software for the purpose of application development. These all are C++, Java, all the application softwares. C except OS, except operations, all are application softwares. Okay. Yeah, I'll share it. Yes, link up, I'll share it. Don't worry. Mass link up, I'll share it. No worry. See, about OS, operating system. Yes. Can we run? Yes, about OS, explain clearly. BIOS, and next about OS, explain clearly. Hardware, on top of it OS, on top of it application software. Now, Java is a application software. So that's the reason move to application software. Yes, application software. Java is application software. Yes, in application software, there's a front end, back end. Java is a front end. So Java is a front end. So moving to front end. Yes, in front end, languages and packages. So Java is a language. So moving to languages. In languages here, see languages, software languages. See the same thing explained here. Yes, computer understandable and user understandable. Computer understand depends on generation of computers. There are 5 generation of computers. Yes, all are there in document here. Everything is there in document here. Okay. Yes, processor based. Yes, it's a binary code. A based understandable language, high level language, English. High level language. English. You can understand English. A based understandable. Yes, is a high level language, English. Software language, 2 categories: low level language, high level language. Low level, yes, system understandable languages. Okay, yes, it's in the form binary code 0s 1s format. Yes, system means it's a processor. Yes, it's a processor understandable language. Processors like 8085, 8086. Yes, it is called as machine language. High level language is like English language. It's very easy to understand. Okay, yes. which is first to develop a high level language, C language. Okay, high level language. Yes, it's a user understandable. Yes, it is a user understandable language. User understandable. 1 second. User understandable or user understandable language. User understandable language. Okay, user understandable language. It's a user understandable language like a English language. Okay. Yes. Yes, it's very easy to understand. Okay. Yes. So first to develop language C language. C language is a first to develop first high level language developed Dennis Ritchie in the year 1972. Example high level language examples. Examples. Okay. Examples of high level language. See, next year these high level language programs, suppose C program or Java, C program Java. So these are looking like a English language, right? These are looking like English language. Now this English language has to convert into binary codes. See that every high level language instruction, that high level language to binary code, high level language to binary codes, high level language to binary codes, high level language to binary codes, high level language to binary code. So every high level language program, maybe C program, has to convert into binary codes. C++ program has to convert into binary code. Binary code is system understandable language. Yes, computer don't know about C language, or C++, Java, and all of these things here. Okay, Java program, C++, all these high-level programs have to convert into binary codes. These programs have to convert into binary codes. After converting into binary code, the next question. Yes, who will convert from high-level language to binary code here? Who will convert from high-level language to binary code? For this, interpreter. Yes, interpreter. Yes, either interpreter or compiler. Yes, interpreters and compilers. Interpreters and compilers. Interpreters and compilers. Compilers converts from high level language to binary codes. Interpreters and compilers converts interpreters. Okay. So interpreters and compilers. Interpreter and compilers convert from high level language to binary code. Yes, what is interpreter? What is compiler? What is interpreter? What is compiler? Yes, same all the topics explain documents here. So next topic about interpreter and compiler. Okay. Yes, once interpreter and compiler finished here, next starting Java. Yes, tomorrow starting Java. Just first half an hour is enough. Interpreter and compiler to explain is first half an hour enough. After starting Java. Java depends on what? Java depends on what? Compiler or interpreter based. How Java is working. Java starts. Okay. Tomorrow with this interpreter compiler basics finishing, then starting Java. Yeah, that's all for today. Tomorrow will be taking this interpreter and compiler. Interpreter compiler tomorrow topic. Tomorrow entering into Java concepts. Yes, entering in Java and next Java installations, Eclipse setup and all that. Okay, yeah, that's all for today. Yes, any doubts? Yes, guys, any doubts? Yes, doubts, any doubts? So tomorrow, Friday. So this topic finished. Saturday, Java installation topic. Yes, tomorrow Java introduction also finishing here. Next software Java installation Saturday. Yeah, Pavan Kumar, let me check it. I'll do it. Don't worry, I'll do it. Yes, I'll share. I'll give the drive access. Yes, anyone pending is there today. I'll give the drive access. Today, at any cost, I'll give the drive access. Okay. I'll talk to online team. Yes, online team is not. Yes, communicating properly. Yes, in online team, some member is yes in leave. Some staff member is on leave since last 2 days. That's the reason I could not share yesterday. Today I will do it. Okay, today I will do it definitely. Okay. Yes. Any doubts, guys? Still any doubts? Any doubts? I think no doubts, right? Yes. If no doubts, let us find our session for today. Let us find out. So thank you guys. See you tomorrow. See you to same link, same time. Same link, same time. Thank you guys.